Hey there, happy Sunday, everyone. I'm Storm Team meteorologist Charlie Goldstein with your evening forecast update. You need to be aware of the chance for some fog out the door tomorrow morning, some dense fog, certainly likely along and south of I-5920. Monday afternoon, the severe threat returns to central Alabama, mainly a threat of some large hail. We'll track that out here in a second. And then Wednesday, we are now weather aware for the chance of strong to severe storms for central Alabama overnight Wednesday into early Thursday morning. We'll get to that here in a second. Let's cover what's happening overnight tonight. Again, some fog, some mist likely overnight tonight, so out the door tomorrow, not going to be a great start, but the fog will start to dissipate by about 9-10 in the morning. So a foggy start as the kids go to the bus stop, 59 at 7. Into the 60s and even some mid and upper 70s tomorrow afternoon. So that means we'll see the chance of some strong storms push back in with all the heating we're going to get. So here's the severe weather threat as outlined by the Storm Prediction Center. The greatest threat is in our southwestern counties, but a threat of severe weather does exist for most of central Alabama tomorrow. The main threats for tomorrow is going to be hail and damaging winds, a lower threat of damaging winds than we saw on Saturday. The tornado threat is going to be very low, but certainly not zero. There is also a significant threat of large hail tomorrow afternoon, most likely for Pickens, Tuscaloosa, Greene, and Hale counties. The threat of very large hail up to 2 inches in diameter will be in place from Fayette down through Tuscaloosa, even into portions of Bibb, Chilton, Shelby, and Jefferson counties tomorrow. So you really need to be on the radar like a hawk tomorrow afternoon, especially as we get towards 2-3 in the afternoon. We'll see some strong storms develop in our southwestern counties pushing in from Mississippi. That will continue overnight Monday into early Tuesday morning. We could still see a couple showers and storms out there before things finally start to die down for us late Tuesday afternoon. So most of the day Tuesday, I do in fact think we will be dry, but again, we really need to watch out for some large hail tomorrow afternoon. Now, we are also going weather aware for Wednesday. The main threat for Wednesday is going to be some damaging winds. Hail is a lower end threat than Monday, but quarter-sized hail is still going to be a possibility, and tornadoes are going to be a higher possibility than the last 2 severe threats we have seen. A few tornadoes do look possible, if not likely, across central Alabama. So here's the severe weather threat for right now for Wednesday for central Alabama. Again, mainly along and north of I-5920 is where the greatest threat of severe weather exists, but severe weather is going to be a possibility for just about everyone once again Wednesday night into Thursday. So let's track it out. Again, starting with the higher resolution models, this will give us a better picture of what we're actually going to see on Wednesday, and for most of the day, we do stay dry. Now, as we head into late Wednesday afternoon and evening, we're going to need to watch out for those storms ahead of the main shield of precipitation you see back into Mississippi. Watching out for those isolated storms pushing into our northwestern counties. Those would have the threat of some tornadoes, some damaging winds, even some hail. Then once the line gets here, that's when we could see a more widespread threat of severe weather. Along that line, we could see some damaging winds for sure into early Thursday morning before we start to clear out Thursday later into the morning and through the rest of the day with a big cool down on the way with that, but not likely a gully washer in terms of rainfall on average over the next week, about 1 inch to 1.5 inches for most places, so not a crazy amount, but I do expect some isolated instances of 2 inches of rainfall over the next week. So we are now weather aware for Wednesday. Highs make it back into the 80s. Severe weather potential on Monday and Wednesday, probably a higher threat for us on Wednesday. We take a big dip in temperature on Thursday afternoon, down into the lower 60s. The heat does return. By next Sunday, we'll see temperatures back towards 80, but another cool down on the way for the middle and end of next week. Make sure you stay weather aware, and thank you so much for tuning in.